Hi, everyone. Today we're going to talk about how to create opportunities. So, if you haven't already, I would highly recommend checking out our Opportunities Overview article that goes through what an opportunity is, how it functions, and who can access them. But to give you a really quick recap, opportunities are going to be your lead management tool. This is where you're going to collect all of the information about prospective clients and then be able to create estimates that you can send for approval. And once those estimates are approved, you can then move that opportunity over into a project so that some of the information comes over. Now, to start, you can create an opportunity from your dashboard by clicking on the new drop down button in the top right corner and selecting opportunity. You can also create opportunities from the More Estimates tab. So, this is your global estimates tab. And if you click on Add Estimate here, it will create an opportunity for you. And then finally, you can create an opportunity from the Opportunities tab as well by clicking on New Opportunity. One of the first things I want to tell you is that opportunities do not have any type of templates to them. So, one of the things that pros ask about quite often is why opportunities don't have templates. And the main reason is because opportunities can be completely different for everybody, and the information might be different also. So, in this case, we've essentially made it so that you can really quickly and easily create opportunities. But as far as templating things like the opportunity tasks or anything like that, we don't give you that option because we're expecting that opportunity to be potentially different than anything else. Now, to create a new opportunity, just click on New Opportunity in the top left corner. And then every opportunity is going to get a title. So I traditionally like to title mine with the family name and then what the project is about, but feel free to title this however you want. You just have to absolutely have something there. Next, you can add in your project address. Now, oftentimes this is going to be a little bit different than the actual client address. So what you might see is that a client lives at a certain place right now, but they're building a new home. The project address is going to be different than their street address because you want to keep a record of where they're residing now versus where they're going to reside. You'll have the ability to add a client. So if you haven't already added an opportunity for that client, they don't already have a project, or you haven't added them to people, then you can literally just begin typing a name here and then add an email here. Now, if you have an opportunity that you have already created for that particular client and you want to add the same client to this different opportunity, all you have to do is begin typing in the name. And once that name is typed in, it will pull that information from your people and you just click on this tile in order to add it. If you try to add a client to your opportunity that has the same name and the same email as other opportunities, projects, or somebody in people, you'll get an error and it won't allow you to. So you'll just want to essentially start typing in the first name of this person and then click here on their tile in order to add them to the opportunity. Each opportunity comes with a details, tasks, and estimate tab. And additionally, in the opportunity, you have the ability to change a stage. You can change the opportunity owner to any other team admin or team owner. You can change the name from opportunity in the opportunity settings. So maybe this is now not a basement remodel, but it's actually a basement addition. I can change that really quickly by just clicking on there and then clicking on enter or disengaging from the field, and you'll notice that the name has changed. Additionally, if this is an opportunity that is a mistake or duplicate, I can really easily delete it from here. Now, within the opportunity, I'll have a client, and this is going to be the main client information that I just input. If I need to change information or I want to add information, I can just click on the ellipsis menu and click on View Client. And then as long as this person is not already in the system as on a project, you'll notice that this type of information is available for you to adjust. And additionally, you can always add in any type of information such as the street address. You can change their address, whatever you'd like to. If you want to add another client, so maybe this is a husband and wife, you can just click on add client. And as long as they're in your people, you can click here and type in their name. Or if they're not in people yet, you can click on add someone new right here. And if you have multiple people that you want to add as well, you can click on add another right there. You'll have a job address, a type, a budget, and a plan schedule. So the job address is where the work is actually taking place. This can be completely different from the client's street address, so we don't actually carry over their street address into this job address for you. And the reason why is because most of the time this is going to be different than what the actual client's street address typically is. Additionally, you'll have the type, so you can go through and add in any of the types that we already add for you, which is new construction all the way down to other. However, you're able to create your own if you'd like. So we'll do basement, remodel. And all I have to do is click on the return key or click on create right here in order to create this type for me to reuse over and over again. The budget is going to be the roundabout budget that they want to spend on their particular project. And once you create an estimate and send it out with this particular opportunity, then this will actually change to what that approved estimate was for. So right now you can adjust this at any point in time, but once the approved estimate is basically added, this will change and lock for you so that you'll have an up-to-date version of what their actual budget looks like. Additionally, you have a plan schedule that you can add as a date or a date range. So if you have, this allows you to really quickly and easily look at your plan schedule in your global schedule right here. You can see any opportunities that have a plan schedule as well as any tasks inside in your global schedule to make sure that they're not butting up or becoming disrupted to other projects that you currently have. You have a notes option where you can add in some information about when you talk to a client, if you talk to a subcontractor, different things like that. You'll have an attachments right here where you can attach things like PDFs or JPEGs of your project. And then additionally down here, you're going to have an activity feed that kind of goes over any of the activity in the opportunity section of this. So it's going to basically tell you when the opportunity was created, if a task was created, if a task was completed, and when this opportunity was converted to a project. It's not going to tell you anything about the estimate right here because estimates have their own activity feed. So once you start creating estimates, you'll be able to see things like when the estimate was created, what the version was, and if that estimate was sent out to a client via email and if it was viewed. Finally, you'll have a tasks. And within the tasks, you'll notice that you can create them. They look very similar to the projects, but that these are going to be a little bit less information than traditional project tasks. Again, opportunities are meant to be your precursor to your projects, so they're not meant to have anything like scheduling dependencies. You're not able to use these tasks and carry them over to the project or anything like that because these are really just for your opportunity tasks. These are like maybe I need to do a site walkthrough with a client. I can assign this to myself so that I get an email about it. And then of course I can add in a due date for that particular task. And I'll also have the option to add in any notes or any attachments, as well as save and add another or save. I can then add additional tasks, assign those to somebody completely different. And then of course the due date and date range will always default to the next available day. And as like any place in tasks, we also have the ability for you to filter by the assignee. So maybe I just need to see Cecily's tasks. I can really quickly and easily click on only, or maybe I have a ton of tasks assigned to different people. I can really quickly and easily check that there too. As always, I can complete tasks at any point in time by clicking on the little bubble right there to complete them. And then you'll notice in the details, once I refresh the page, you'll see that I've created a task, I created a task, and I completed another task in the activity feed. Finally, you'll have an estimate where you can create and add an estimate here to send out for approval from your client. And I do have help articles that go over all of that for you. So I would definitely check out those particular help articles if you want to know how to create an estimate. As always, if you need any help or you get stuck on anything, you always have this question mark help icon in the top right corner. And the last thing I want to really quickly go over is the lead submissions from your portfolio. Every single BuildBook account gets a portfolio that you're able to use and search on the web. Portfolios give you a contact us button, which is really nice. So you can really quickly and easily get information from your portfolio via this contact us. And when a client fills that out, they'll actually come in via a portfolio submission. So this is one right here where a portfolio submission came in, and they'll always come into this new column right here. And then team admins, team owner will get a little bit of a notification letting you know that you had a portfolio submission come in and that you'd like to check that. So two ways that you can get information from your opportunities is obviously creating an opportunity yourself or having your client create that via the contact us on your portfolio. Again, if you ever have any questions, you can click on that help icon and jump into our real-time chat. Otherwise, happy building.